Sarveshwarayabhyam Namaha Sachi Pundaribhyam Namaha Matre Pitre Charanakamalebhyo Namaha Ishta Devtabhyo Namaha Kul Devtabhyo Namaha Grama Devtabhyo Namaha Astan Devtabhyo Namaha Vastu Devtabhyo Namaha Sarvebhyo Brahmanebhyo Namaha Om Dhyau Shanti Antariksha Bhum Shanti Prithvi Shanti Apa Shanti Oshre Shanti Bhanaspatir Shanti Vishwariva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvhum Shanti Shanti Deva Shanti Sama Shanti Redhi Sushantir Bhavatu. Offer your flowers on the bedi before you and you bow 3 times. Hari Om Namo Narayanai Om Namo Narayanai Om Namo Narayanai Hari Om Tat Sat Hari Om Tat Sat. The main diya that you have before you now on your altar, using matches you will ignite that diya. Hari Om Shubham Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukhasamparam Mama Kshatro Vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute Lakshmi Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukhasamparam Mama Kshatro Vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute. Place a small flower next to that diya and then sprinkle water around 3 times. Om Ani Deepa Devata Puja Artam Ghandak Pushpani Namaskaromi. Hari Om Tat Sat Hari Om Tat Sat. Mangal Bhavatu. Now take a flower once more, everyone. We're having challenges with the AC. Anybody didn't get the deal lit yet? All right, so take flowers. One person, because we are limited in ingredients, one person take, in addition to the flower, 1 supari, 1 coin, and a few grains of rice. And we are making that resolution this morning in the presence of that divinity represented by that flame that has been ignited, that we are sitting today at this time, at this place to perform puja, and we are doing so with love and with devotion, and we are asking for the acceptance of our puja this morning by the divine. Hari Om. You recite your names in your mind, your Rasi name as the mantras are recited. Hari Om Vishnur Vishnur Vishnu Srimad Bhagavato Mahapurusha Vishnuragi Parvatmanasya Adhya Shri Brahmanwadi Nadveti Shri Shvetavadini Kalpe Vaiswatman Vantare Ashta Vishtite Kalyuge Kale Pratanam Charane Bhuloke Chinidadeshe San Fernando Nagare Todd Street Stithe Midyar Purushotam Shri Ramaraje Shri Vikramaditya Samvat Shri Kartika Mahashe Krishna Pakshe Amavasya Tithau Ravivasare Vishaka Nakshatra Kistunga Karan Kart Tularasi, recite your names, Amuka Nam, Amuka Gotrasya Nam Sapatni Sapar Viryata Vijay Apar Viryata Samasta Mangala Apar Viryata Samasta Dhurabashanti Arata Ishtakama Samasriyata Shri Ganesh Bhagavan Pujanam Shri Mahalakshmi Mata Pujanam Prityam Surashupachar Pujam Karishye Om. Offer the samagri and flowers on the bedi once more and you bow 3 times. Hari Om iti sankalpam karishye mangal bhavatu. Very well. So having performed our invocation and our sankalp, we now perform puja to Ganesh Bhagwan. Ganesh Bhagwan, Pratama Puja, that form of God who is given that first place in our various forms of undertaking, our various puja. We propitiate Ganeshji and I invite you to take yellow flowers if you have available. If not, any other color that you have available to you. As we offer puja to Ganesh Bhagwan, collectively we chant Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Hari Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gananatvam Ganapati Hum Havamahi. Priyanatvam Priyapati Hum Havamahi. Nidhinatvam Nidhipati Hum Havamahi. Vasu Mama Aham Jani Atmajasi Garbharam. Om Smukhaste Karantasya Kapilokaja Karanaka Lambodadashta Bikato Vignanasho Vinayaka Dhumraketu Ghanadakshu Palachandro Gajananam Dwadashaitani Namani Yapare Shriyampare Virerambe Vivehe Cha Pravasanargamatata Sangrami Sankate Chaiva Vignatasya Najayate Shuklam Bharadaram Devam Shashivadaram Chaturbujam Prasannam Bharadam Dhyayate Sarva Vignopashante Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyunamaham Avahiyami Stapyami Dhyayami Pujayami Namo Namaha. Offer the flowers to Ganeshji and you bow. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Taking the lota with water and everybody else joining by way of touching hands. We sprinkle water to wash the feet, the hands, for the Ganesh Bhagwan to rinse his mouth and indeed to bathe him. So you're offering water 5 times on the murti. Hari Om Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyo Namaha Padyopadhyam Samarpyami Hastorgyam Samarpyami Achmanyam Samarpyami Snanam Samarpe Om Papuham Papakramam Papatma Papasambhavatrahimam Pundarikakshang Sarva Papa Haru Hari. And you bow. Om Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyo Namaha. Piece of cotton you offer to Ganesh Bhagwan. Hari Om Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyo Namaha Bhastram Upavastram Samarpe Mangal Bhavatu. You're now offering the various ornaments to him. So you'll offer in the following order: Chandan, perfume, hardi and sindur. So Chandan firstly. Make sure the Chandan has liquid in it so that you can offer it easily. Om Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyo Namaha Chandanam Samarpe. Excellent. Then you offer the perfume. You may need to take out that plastic stopper from the bottle. So when you open the bottle, if there's a little plastic stopper in it, you remove that. And then you offer the few drops of the essence on the murti of Ganesh Bhagwan. Yes? Just now, just assist with the opening of this essence bottle. You got it, okay. Everyone, sprinkle a few drops. Om Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyo Namaha Gandham Samarpyami Hari Om Gandham Samarpe. Hardi, you can either use, if you have a little spoon, you can sprinkle the hardi, or if not, you can use your fingers and just offer some of the hardi on the murti of Ganesh Bhagwan. Om Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyo Namaha Hardam Samarpe. Similarly, you make the offering with sindur. Om Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyo Namaha Sinduram Samarpe. Mangal Bhavatu. Now we are offering a Janeyu to Ganesh Bhagwan. So that should be in the form of a piece of string, whether it be the cotton and so on. If it can fit over the murti, you do it. If not, you place it in front of the murti before you. So if you have not made one, there's a piece of the white cotton. You wrap it 3 times, make a little knot, right? Just like around your fingers. We have some extras. If those of you who need Janeyu, we can provide that to you. Anybody doesn't have one? Just indicate and we will provide it to you. Yes? Anybody needs one? Are we all good? You're offering the Janeyu to Ganesh Bhagwan. Hari Om Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyo Namaha Yagyopavitam Paramam Pavitram Prajapatirat Purashtat Yagyopavitam bhalamastu tejaha yagyopavitam samarpe. Take a few grains of the white rice now and you sprinkle on the murti of Ganesh Bhagwan. Om Shri Siddhi Vinayakabhyo Namaha Akshatam Samarpe. Excellent. A few strands now of doob grass, and you are offering it with the tips facing you. So if you hold this strand of doob grass, right, you're offering it so that the tips are facing you. Hari Om Shri Siddhi Vinayakabhyo Namaha Dhurvam Samarpe. If you have the bay leaf, you offer the bay leaf to Ganesh Bhagwan as well. One bay leaf. Om Tridulam Trigunakaram Trinitram Triyayudam Trijanma Papasmaraharam Belapatram Shiva Arpanam Belapatram Samarpe Shri Siddhi Vinayakabhyo Namaha Belapatram Samarpe. For persons who may have prepared a mala, you offer the mala on Ganeshji. If not, everyone take the most beautiful flower that you can find in your thali and you offer it to Ganeshji. Om Shri Siddhi Vinayakabhyo Namaha Pushpamalam Samarpe Malyadini Sugandhini Malyatyadini Vai Prabhu Mehrtani Prartam Pushpani Patigretam Shri Siddhi Vinayakabhyo Namaha. Very well. Take one stick now of agarbati. One stick of agarbati, light it on the diya that's in front. And once it is lit, make sure it is well ignited, well lit. And then you extinguish it, making sure that there is that smoke that emanates, that aroma. There you go. And in a clockwise direction, 3 times around the murti of Ganesh Bhagwan you offer. Hari Om Shri Siddhi Vinayakabhyo Namaha Dhupam Darshyami Hari Om Dhupam Darshi. Right. Having done that, you place the agarbati in a container or receptacle if you don't have one. So make sure it's in a place that it won't burn anyone, firstly, or ignite anything around you. If not, you can place it into the Hawan Kund and have it extend over the middle. Next, you should have the thali that you prepared for Aarti. Light the diya in that thali. Hari Om Lakshmi Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukhasamparam Mama Kshatro Vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute. Om Shubham Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukhasamparam Mama Kshatro Vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute. So I'm just waiting till everyone's gotten their diya lit. And turn the diya with the flame to face the Bedi or the altar. And again, with everyone in the group joining hands in a clockwise direction, you offer Aarti to Ganesh Bhagwan. Hari Om Shri Siddhi Vinayakabhyo Namaha Yani Kani Cha Papani Janmantar Kritani Cha Tani Tani Vinashanti Pradakshina Pade Pade. Prem Swale Shri Ganesh Bhagwan Ki Jai. You place the thali on the side, again, so in a place that it is secure, that won't present a danger to anyone with the flame. Right. Next, we are making an offering of Naivedyam or Prasad to Ganesh Bhagwan. So as I said, if you have a separate offering, just ensure that that offering does not have any tulsi leaves. Instead, you place a flower, you could place a strand of the doob grass, you could place a bay leaf in it. If you do not have a separate offering, what you do is you take on the pan leaf a little bit of sugar and place a a little bit of the dahi with it. And you'll make that offering. Ensure that you have prasad for Lakshmi Mata offering, yes? You hold in your hand and you pray to Ganesh Bhagwan as you make this offering. O Prabhu, you are that form of that Supreme Lord that removes all difficulties, that grants success. As we make this offering, we ask you to bless us abundantly, to ensure that we are successful in our various undertakings, that all difficulties that we may have to encounter in this life, with your blessings, O Prabhu, those difficulties should be mitigated and removed. Hari Om Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyo Namaha. Om Gritpakvam Vishyanam Payasyam Cha Shashankaram Nana Vidancha Nevidyam Grihana Parameshwaram. Touch the Murti of Ganesh Bhagwan, touch the forehead 3 times. Om Tvaryambastu Govindam Tubhyameva Samarpe Grihana Sanhu Bhuktva Prasira Purushottamam. Offer the flowers, the dub grass, and 1 or 2 of the prasad that was offered. Whether it's fruit, you offer 1 or 2 of the fruits. Again, use your judgment based upon the size of your bedi and the place available to you in terms of your offering. Yes. And you'll set 1 aside for when you're doing the Hawan as well. So if you have fruits, 1 grape, or if you have prasad, a little bit of the prasad that you will offer as well when we're doing the Hawan. That apart, the thali could be set aside. Take the lota with water and you offer Achman, and you do so by sprinkling water around the murti 3 times as you make your offering. Hari Om Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyo Namaha Achmanyam Samarpe Sarva Papa Haram Devyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Mayaratam Grihana Parameshwaram Achmanyam Samarpe. So the pan bira that you've prepared, right? You're making that offering to Ganesh Bhagwan. If you have more than 1, then you'll need 2 in all. 1 for Lakshmi Mata, 1 for Ganeshji. So you make 1 offering. Hari Om Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyo Namaha Punge Palam Samarpayami. Hari Om Punge Palam Samarpe. And offer a coin as well thereafter. 1 coin. Om Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyo Namaha Dravarakshanam Samarpayami. Dravarakshanam Samarpe. Take a flower now, jore your palms together as we pray to Ganesh Bhagwan, having performed his puja, for the blessings upon us and our respective families. In many quarters, the celebration of Diwali also marks the beginning of a new year. And in those circumstances, we pray for the blessings of Ganesh Bhagwan as well for the upcoming year. We pray together. Hari Om Gajananam Bhutaganaadhisevitam Kapita Jambhu Palachara Bhakshitam Umasutam Shoka Vinashakarakam Namami Viganeshwara Parapankajam. Om Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyo Namaha Mantra Pushpanjali Samarpe. You offer the flowers to Ganesh Bhagwan. Hari Om Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Bhyo Namaha. Having invoked the blessings of Ganeshji and having performed his puja with love and with devotion, with all of our bhav, we now turn our attention to the worship of Bhagwan in the form of Mahalakshmi. She is that goddess of light. She is that goddess of prosperity. She is that goddess of compassion. And as we offer our puja to her on this most auspicious day of Diwali, we ask for those blessings upon ourselves and our family. We ask for that blessing of enlightenment to overcome all darkness of ignorance that may envelop us at times. May our mind be purified. May our intellect be purified. May our speech be pure. May our actions be noble. We pray to the Divine Mother. So in the same manner of performing puja, but with a few additions and with extended mantra, we will be offering our puja to Mahalakshmi. So at this juncture, I invite everyone to take a flower as we invoke the blessings of the Divine Mother, as we invoke her presence with Awahan. We contemplate her form. And we pray to Mahalakshmi. Hari Om Shri Lakshmi Devye Namo Namaha. Om Namaste astu Mahamaye Shripite Surapujite Shankachakra Garahaste Mahalakshmi Namostute Siddhi Buddhi Pradhe Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayini Mantra Murti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Agaccha Deva Deva Shati Jurasi Jagatpate Maya Kriya Pujanam Grihana Srastame Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha Avahiyami Stapyami Dhyayami Pujayami Namo Namaha. Offer the flowers before her. Om Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha. Having offered that flower, take a few grains of white rice so the person who is leading the puja can do so. A few grains of white rice in your right hand, and then you cover with your left hand, like this. Hari Om Mano Jyotim Dvasya Brihaspatir Yagya Mato Varishtam Yagyat Smadhvatu Vishve Devasya Dhyano Pratishtaha Asya Pran Pratishtantu Asya Pran Aksharam Chasya Devata Mahiti Chakashran Om Ambe Ambike Ambalike Namayanati Kashan Subhadrikam Kampala Bhasanim Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha. Sprinkle the grains of rice onto the murti of Mahalakshmi. Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha. Again, the person who is leading, take one flower. As we now offer an asan to the Divine Mother. Om Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha Ramyam Shishobhanam Devam Sarvasukakaram Shubhamasna Chamayaratam Grihana Parameshwari Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha. Offer the flower. Asanam Samarpyami Asanam Samarpe. Hari Om Tat Sat. Now we are offering water again to wash the feet, hands, to rinse them out and to bathe the Divine Mother. Om Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha Padyo Padyam Samarpyami Asturgyam Samarpyami Achminyam Samarpyami Snanam Samarpe Om Papuham Papakarmam Papatma Papasambhavatra Himam Pundarikakshang Sarva Papa Haru Hari. Taking the Panchamrit that you have prepared, you're offering 5 drops or 5 very small spoonfuls on the murti of Lakshmi Mata. You could use a mango leaf if you don't have a spoon, or you can offer just pouring the Panchamrit on the murti. Hari Om Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha Paya Pradavayam Payoshadeshu Pya Divintarikshe Payodaha Paya Shvidhi Prashidu Shantu Mayam Om Payodhari Samanvitam Panchamritam Snanam Shivarpanam Panchamritam Snaite Samarpe Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha. Now you offer water again on the murti of Lakshmi Mata. Om Gangeshaya Munesheva Godavari Saraswati Narmada Sindhu Kaveri Jale Asmin Sannadhina Kuru Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha Gange Snanam Samarpe. Prem Swari Mahalakshmi Mata Ki Jai. Jai Devi Maya. Take a little piece of cotton or napkin and just very gently dry the murti from all the liquid that was offered. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmehi Vishnu Pre Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmehi Vishnu Pre Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. And place that napkin or cotton to the side. Now taking a fresh piece of cotton, or those persons who may have brought cloth to offer. So if you've brought cloth, that's fine. If not, you use the cotton. If you've brought cloth, then what you will do is place a flower with it as you make your offering. This is the offering of Vastra to the Divine Mother, symbolical of the gift of clothing that you're making. And it is a recognition that all that we have in this life is derived through the blessings of God. all of the talents that we are blessed with, again, through the blessings of God. And we express that gratitude in making this offering. We also make that sankalp, that whenever we have the opportunity to, that we would give of ourselves and whatever we have for the upliftment of all of humanity and all of creation. We pray to the Divine Mother, expressing that gratitude and making this sankalp. Om Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Veda Sukte Samayukte Yagya Samasamanvite Sarvavarade Pade Devi Vasasi Patigritam. Touch to the Murti, touch to your forehead 3 times, and then offer before the Divine Mother. Om Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha. Vastram Upavastram Samarpe Mangal Bhavatu. Having offered that gift of clothing, we now offer the ornaments, again in the same order, with chandan first, then essence, then hardi and sindur. So we offer firstly the chandan, ensure that the chandan there's liquid in it so that it can be offered. Om Shri Kanda Chandanam Devyam Gandhayam Sumanoharam Vilepanam Sreshtam Shri Chandanam Patigretam. Now you offer that chandan to everyone in your group. So you offer, adorn the forehead by placing right between the eyebrows. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmahi Vishnu Priye Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmahi Vishnu Priye Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmahi Vishnu Priye Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmahi Vishnu Priye Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmahi Vishnu Priye Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Once the offering of the chandan is complete, you offer a little bit of the essence, and in the same way you will offer essence to everyone by placing a few drops on their hands when you're finished. Om Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha. Gandham Samarpayamidam Gandham Samarpe Gandhadvaram Vilepanam Sreshtam Gandhadvaram Shivarpanam Gandhadvaram Samarpe Mangal Bhavatu. So offer the essence to everyone in your group as well. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmahi Vishnu Priye Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Once you offer the essence, the next offerings will be of hardi and sindur. Those offerings are not just being made to Mahalakshmi and not to anyone else, just for the removal of any doubt. I don't want to see Uncle Lakshman walking around with sindur on him. So the offering, and again you can use either a little spoon if you have one, a little end of a mango leaf, or you can use your fingers and you can sprinkle on the murti of Lakshmi Mata. Hari Om Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Hardira Sarvabhya Sobhagya Dhayani Sarvalankar Mukyami Devitam Patigretam. Now you make your offering of sindur in the same fashion. Om Sindhuram Shubhanam Raktam Subhagyam Sukavaranam Shubharam Kamadam Chaivam Sinduram Patigretam Sinduram Samarpe Mangal Bhavatu. Sprinkle some white rice, few grains of white rice on the murti of Lakshmi Mata. Om Akshatashta Shureshura Kumkumata Shushobita Meni Vityagrihana Parameshri Akshatam Samarpyamidum Akshatam Samarpe Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha. If you have a mala prepared, you offer the mala now. If not, you offer again beautiful flowers to adorn the murti of Lakshmi Mata. Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha. Malyadini Sugandhini Malyatyadini Vai Prabhu Mehertani Priyartam Pushpani Patigretam Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha. Pushpamalam Samarpe Mangal Bhavatu. You offer to her now a few strands of the dub grass. Om Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha. Om Kandat Kandat Purhante Purisha Purishpari Evano Durave Pratano Sahasrane Shatane Chaha. Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha. Offer to her neem leaf. Om Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha. Neema Patram Samarpyami Harum Neema Patram Samarpe. Mangal Bhavatu. Now using the agarbatti, so if the ones that you've ignited before is still usable, meaning there's still, you can use that, or if not, you can ignite a separate stick. And again, in a clockwise direction around the murti of Lakshmi Mata, you make your offering of dupam to her. Hari Om Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha. Om Vanaspatir Rasudbhuto Gandhayo Gandutamaha Argya Devanam Dupoyam Padigretam Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha Dupam Darshe. Now for those persons who may be at home and you have your thali with your 8 diyas and so on, we could use that if you're at home. Those who are here, you are using your thali with your diya in it and you're offering your aarti. If you all are repeating puja at home this evening, anybody, this would be the diyas that you would use to ignite the other diyas that you are lighting in your home, and you would place these throughout your home but in a safe place where it poses no risk or no hazard. We offer the aarti to Mahalakshmi in a clockwise direction, and you pray for the blessing of the Divine Mother as we make this offering. Hari Om Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha. Sajam Javarati Samayuktam Vahinam Yojitam Maya Trailokatmi Arpanam Deepam Parameshwari Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha. Deepam Darshamidyam Deepam Darshe. Holding the tali in your hand, you fan the flame from the diya over the murti of Lakshmi Mata 3 times. Om Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha. Prem se bole Mahalakshmi Mata ki jai. Jai Devi Maya. Now your offering of prasad. Right, so you take any coverings off of it. In that thali, you should have a flower, a tulsi leaf, and a neem leaf if available. So flower and tulsi leaf. If you have neem leaves, you place a neem leaf in it as well. You hold this naivedyam in your hand. And individually, as well as collectively, you offer your pratna to Mahalakshmi. As this represents a symbol of your love for Bhagwan, your love for the Divine Mother. O Ma, we've come before you to offer our puja. We are offering to you this naivedyam. We ask that you be pleased, prasanna ho, with our offerings, with our love and with our devotion. You know our heart, you know our mind, you know the things that are beneficial to us. We ask that you fulfill those legitimate desires, hopes and aspirations, that you remove from our pathway all obstacles, and that you continue to grant us that blessing of peace, of happiness, of good health, and indeed of prosperity, O Ma. We offer this naivedyam to you, and we ask that you accept our prayer and our offering. Individually, you offer your own prayers to the Divine Mother as this offering of naivedyam is made. Om Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha. Naivedyam grihatam devi bhaktim me chalam guru. Epistam cha param dehi param cha param gatim. Shankaragrita samayuktam madhura cha sa uttamam. Upahara samayuktam naivedyam parigretam. Gritpakvam vishyanam peshtam cha shankaram. Nanavidancha naivedyam grihana parameshwari. Touch the murti and touch your forehead 3 times. Om Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namo Namaha. Pranaya Swaha. Om Apanaya Swaha. Om Vinaya Swaha. Udhanaya Swaha. Samanaya Swaha. Again, you take off the flowers and the leaves from the thali and some of the naivedyam. If it is fruit, one of the fruit. If it is mahanbhog or kheer, you offer a little bit before Lakshmi Mata. And again, take a little bit off. Again, if it's fruit for Hawan purposes. If it's fruit, you could put one of the fruit, something small. If it's Mahanbhog, you can a little bit of the Mahanbhog. Once the offering of Naivedyam is complete and you have taken out a little bit for Hawan, we now offer Achman to the Divine Mother. So again, you offer water around the Murti 3 times. Om Sarvatirtha Samayuktam Sugandhim Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Meharatam Grihana Parameshwaram Achmanyam Samarpe. And then the other Panbira that you have. If you don't have the Panbira, take a pan leaf. Anybody without a Panbira? We might have a few extra, I don't know. Anybody needs one? There's one needed on this end here. Two needed. So one each. Or we have an extra. All right, so we just need one up here. Right. So offer the Panbira. And then when you finished offering the Panbira, you will offer water again in the same way as you've offered Achman. Om Punge Palammaya Devyam Naugali Ilayuktam Ilana Chordani Samayuktam Tambulam Surpujitam Tambulam Samarpe. You offer Achman again. Papuham Pap Karamam Papatma Pap Sambhavatra Himam Pundari Kakshang Sarva Papa Haru Hari. Bow. You offer coins in the form, dakshina in the form of coins to Lakshmi Mata. Om Hiranya Garbha Garbha Astam Hima Vibhasavo Ananta Punya Plyarita Shantim Prachayame Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha Dravarakshanam Samarpe. Excellent. Now everybody in the group, take flowers in your hand as we offer this stotra to Lakshmi Mata. Those of you who are seated on the benches, I'll invite you to sit upright, to join your palms together and indeed to focus on that murti of Lakshmi Mata before you. She's beautifully adorned and she represents those many things that we want to have imbibed in our lives. We ask for the removal of those negative tendencies and qualities. We ask for the triumph of truth over untruth, of light over darkness, and indeed of enlightenment over ignorance. As we pray to her this morning, let us all offer ourselves to her. Om Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha Namaste Astu Mahamaye Shri Pite Surapujite Shankachakra Garahaste Mahalakshmi Namostute Namaste Garudadudre Kola Asya Bhayankari Sarva Papa Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Sarvagye Sarva Bharare Sarva Dushta Bhayankari Sarva Papa Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Siddhi Buddhi Pradhe Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayani Mantra Murti Sadha Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Adhyantarahate Devi Adi Shakti Maheshwari Yoga Je Yoga Sambhute Mahalakshmi Namostute Stula Sukshma Maharudre Mahashakti Mahodari Mahapapa Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Padmasanastite Devi Parabrahma Swarupini Paranmeshi Jaganmatar Mahalakshmi Namostute Shvetambhara Devi Nanalankar Bhushite Jagatstite Jaganmatar Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Mahalakshmi Ashtakam Stotram Yatpate Bhaktimanara Sarvasiddhi Manapoti Rajyam Parupi Sarvada. Offer the flowers. Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha Mantra Pushpanjali Samarpe. Join your palms together now, having made that offering like this, and in a clockwise direction over the entire Bedi you circumnavigate. Om Yani Kani Cha Papani Janma Antarkritani Chatani Tani Vinashanti Pradakshina Pade Pade Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha Manas Pradakshanam Samarpe. And you bow to Lakshmi Mata. Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namaha. Prem Swali Mahalakshmi Mata Ki Jai. We are getting set now to perform the Hawan. So make sure that the cotton is in a position to be lit, meaning that it's in there, it's soaked with either ghee, preferably. If you don't have sufficient, then a little bit of oil would do. Do not light it as yet. I will tell you when to light. Right. If you have extra palm leaves now, we need 2 remaining. If you don't have 2 and you have 1, that's sufficient. If you have 2, take 1 of them and place a flower in it. Anybody needs palm leaves? We have extra. Yeah, we need 2 on this end here. 2. Anybody else needs palm leaves? Or are we okay? So on one of the palm leaves, place a flower. And this flower, the palm leaf with the flower on it, you will offer on the ground right in front of the Hawan Kund after the mantra is chanted. So hold in your hand. Everybody else who is in the group, touch hands with that individual who is holding the palm leaf for the flower. Om Ahagaccha Deva Deva Shati Jodasi Jagatpate Maya Kriya Pujanam Grihanas Rasmi Shri Lakshmi Divyai Namo Namah Vahyami Stapyami Dhayami Pujayami Namo Namah. Place on the ground before the Hawan Kund. And now light the cotton. And you're using the tip, you're lighting it just like you would light a deer. Om Agnir Jyotir Jyotiragni Swaha Surya Jyotir Jyotir Surya Swaha Om Agnir Vacho Jyotir Vacho Swaha. Yes, matches aren't what they used to be before. Right, once it is lit, you will, using your lota with water and the mango leaf, sprinkle water 3 times around the Hawan Kund. Om Sarvatirta Samayuktam Sugandim Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Mayaratam Grihana Parameshwaram Achmanyam Samarpyami Achmanyam Samarpe. Right, now the katori, you should have a katori with ghee in it. And the spoon that you will use for offering. Anybody does not have that? Let me know. And if you're offering the ghee, don't offer it directly on the flame, but you could offer it on the cotton or around the cotton. That way you won't extinguish the flame. Everybody ready? So there are 7 offerings in all. Whenever you hear swaha, you recite or repeat swaha as well, and you make the offering. Om Prajapate Namaha Swaha Idam Prajapate Namam Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Namam Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Namam Om Bhu Swaha Idam Jaya Namam Om Bhuaha Swaha Idam Suryaya Namam Om Swaha Idam Agnehe Namam. Put a piece of camphor and light it. If your cotton is burnt out, put the camphor and light it. Last one. Om Agne Namaha Swaha Idam Agnehe Namam. That was your 7th offering. You put the katori down and you offer Achman again 3 times around. Om Sarva Papadam Devyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalamachmanyam Yaratam Grihana Parameshwaram Achmanyam Samarpe. Place the lota down. Now the thali that you have with the samagri, and that samagri would include whatever white rice is left over in reasonable amounts, obviously. Sugar, a little bit of gugul, a little bit of clove, and black till. Some of you may have the Hawan samagri, you could put that in it as well. and the little bits of prasad that were taken out from when you offered for Ganeshji and for Lakshmi Mata. All of that should be in your thali. And what you will do is you mix everything together with the ghee. You could put some ghee. Now, if your Hawan Kund is going to be, this needs to last throughout, right? So if you want to put a couple small sticks of wood so that it remains lighting, you could do that at this point. If not, and the cotton is suitable, then you could leave that as is. And you'll add the wood outside when you take the Hawan Kund outside after. Now mix everything together, or as we would say, sani everything together. And when you've finished mixing everything together, that one pan leaf that you have left, you take a little bit, very little bit, stressing the word little, and place it on that pan leaf for your Purnahuti. All right, so I'll just give a couple moments while everybody gets themselves ready for the offering. It will be just over 50 offerings in total, so please guide your offerings accordingly. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmahi Vishnu Priye Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. I'm just waiting till everybody's ready. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmahi Vishnu Priye Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmahi Vishnu Priye Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. All right, so I think we're all set. Anybody need some time? Are we all good? Right, so collectively we're all making these offerings to Agni Devta. And as we do so, just look at me please. If you are offering with your hands, I would suggest no one be offering like this. You hold in your hand whatever the samagri is, so you pick up, you hold in your hand, and using your thumb, you just offer it like that, yes? As though you are literally offering to someone. Okay, so we begin, and I invite everyone to join together as we recite the mantras. You are reciting Swaha, and then you're making your offerings, yes? We ready? We join together now. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Saraswate Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Brahmane Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Vishnave Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Rudraye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Ramaye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Krishnaye Namaha Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaye Namaha Swaha. Om Panchamukhi Puvan Putraye Namaha Swaha. Om Ishtadevtabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Kuladevtabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Gramadevtabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Asthanadevtabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Vastudevtabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Saptarishibhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Vamvarunaye Namaha Swaha. Om Prithvi Matabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Gauri Ari Shurashmatrikabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Indradi Dasktabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Suryaye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Bhaumaye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Buddhaye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Gurave Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Mangalaye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Brihaspate Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Shukraye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Sanishraye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Rahave Namaha Swaha. Om Shiketave Namaha. Swaha. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Swaha. Om Mahalakshmi Matabhyo Namaha. Swaha. Om Aim Saraswate Namaha. Swaha. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Swaha. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Swaha. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanam Rityurmukshamamritate Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanam Rityurmukshamamritate Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanam Rityurmukshamamritate Swaha. Om Ekadantaye Vidmehe Vakratundaye Dhimahi Tanno Dante Prachodayat Swaha. Om Tatpurushaye Vidmehe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rutra Prachodayat Swaha. Om Kathayanaye Vidmehe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Tanno Durge Prachodayat Swaha. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmehe Vishnu Priye Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat Swaha. Om Saraswate Vidmehe Brahmaputre Dhimahi Tanno Saraswate Prachodayat Swaha. Om Tatpurushaye Vidmehe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat Swaha. Om Anjani Sutaye Vidmehe Vayuputraye Dhimahi Tanno Hanuman Prachodayat Swaha. We recite Mahagayatri 3 times. We sit upright. Om Bhurbhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurbhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurbhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. 3 final offerings. Om Sarvadevta Sarvadevibhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Sarvadevta Sarvadevibhyo Namaha Swaha. Now picking up everything, save and accept what you have left behind for the Purnahuti. You make your final offering there now. Om Sarvadevta Sarvadevibhyo Namaha Swaha. Right, the persons who are offering the samagri, you can rinse your hands using some of the water in the same thali. And then take a piece of napkin and you can just dry off your hands after. Now you've been sitting for just about an hour, so I invite you all to take your time. Make sure your legs are fully awake, just like Vishnu has demonstrated. And stand up. Entire families, just be careful how you're standing. Make sure, remember you have flames nearby, so watch your clothing, please. Take your time and stand. Yes? Okay. Holding the Purnahuti in your hand now. You'll need 1 flower and a lota of water after. Not in that order, the lota first and any flower. So just make sure you have that accessible to you. So the offering, the final offering, the Purnahuti is going to be made. We all join together. Watch for when I tell you to make the offering, not before. Hari Om. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Datri Swaha Sudha Namostute. Om Purnamadat Purnamidam Purnat Purnamodakshate Purnasya Purnamadhai Purnamiva Vishishyate. Om Sarvambe Purnahum Swaha. You offer. Then using the lotus of water, you offer Archman 3 times around. Om Sarvatirta Samayuktam Sugandim Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Mayadatam Grihana Parameshwaram Achmanyam Samarpyaminum Achmanyam Samarpe. Take the flower now, and you use the flower to fan the flame in all directions as we offer all of those positive vibrations and blessings that we have derived for all of creation in all of the directions. You fan the flame now. Om Banaspatir Sod Bhuto Gandayo Gandutamaha Argya Devanam Dhupoyam Patigredam. And then place the flower on the outside where you had offered your first palm leaf. And then place both hands over that flame. Feel that warmth and pass over your entire body 3 times as we derive that energy and that blessing from Bhagwan. Om Shri Analai Namo Namaha. All right, I'll invite one person from the party, from your group, to take the Hawan Kund now and take it outside. And we will then prepare ourselves for final Aarti and closing prayer. As you're taking it, you take the pieces of wood and you will then ignite it properly outside. So take it outside, and there is an injunction on everybody. You have to collect your Hawan Kund at latest by tomorrow. All right, we've had experiences where the Hawan Kund has remained here for several months. I am told we still have. Please don't let that be your experience. So take the Hawan Kund outside, put some pieces of wood, take some ghee with you and camphor if you wish, and make sure it's well set alight. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmahi Vishnu Priye Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmahi Vishnu Priye Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Om Mahalakshmi Vidmahi Vishnu Priye Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. So while we are concluding that activity, let me once more extend blessings to each and every one of you. It is my prayer that Mahalakshmi provides that divine inspiration that we all require in our lives to remove that darkness that exists in each and every one of us through our experiences in some way or the other. As we approach the upcoming year, may our heart and our mind be filled with that enlightenment, with that love, and with that compassion. May any difficulty that we are experiencing or may experience during the upcoming year be removed through her blessing. May we be reminded of her greatness. In the same way, during the Katha that we are told of Samudra Manthan, when there was that churning of the ocean and so many things did appear, both positive and negative, so it is in our mind when our thoughts are circulating around, when our mind is caught up with so many different thoughts that both good and negative would emerge. And the challenge for us as individuals, through the blessing of God, is to allow that positivity at all times, all of that good at all times, to overcome those things that are negative and those things that are undesirable. That is the challenge that we face moment by moment, day by day, week by week, month by month, and indeed year by year as we go through this journey of life. We pray this morning as well for persons who may be ill. We pray this morning as well for persons who may have suffered a recent bereavement and lost their loved ones, that in the midst of celebrations of so many, we must be mindful of the many still who are faced with grief and with sorrow and with sadness, and pray for their welfare, not only in our country, but indeed we think of the many persons who've lost their loved ones in that conflict between Palestine and Israel. We think of the many who've lost their lives in that conflict in Ukraine. We think of the many who've lost their lives right here in this country, and we pray for the well-being of all. So as we conclude now with Aarti, I think everybody is back in. You're performing Aarti over the murti, over your bedi, in a clockwise direction 3 times. When you're finished doing that, you turn on the spot. I'm just demonstrating because I've seen many versions of this. And you continue to offer, and you do that 3 times. So again, you're offering like this, and you're turning on the spot like this in a clockwise direction, and again over your altar and over the murtis. When you finish that, then in your group, you offer Aarti to the persons that you would usually do so. So children to your parents, dulhans to your dulhas, and so forth and so on. Reserve any other Aarti for the murtis and so on after, then you will come up as families and do your Aarti so as to avoid any kind of difficulty with the movement. Persons who are sitting on the benches as well, when we are complete with this Aarti, we'll invite you to come forward and offer your Aarti as well to the Divine Mother. So we join together. I'm told that Jenny is passing her Aarti around as well, so Jenny will do so while this Aarti bhajan is being sung. And I hand over now as we join together in performing Aarti.
हे अन्न धन की महारानी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी, तुझे घर घर पूजे प्राणी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हे अन्न धन की महारानी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी। मंदिर तिहारा चमचम करे, लाखों दियों की ज्योति भरे। मंदिर तिहारा चमचम करे, लाखों दियों की ज्योति भरे। भक्तों का माँ भंडार लगे, हाथों से धन की बरका करे। तेरे हम पे भी हो मेहरबानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हे अन्न धन की महारानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हम मांगते माँ सोना का हार, हम मांगते माँ चांदी का हार। हम मांगते माँ सोना का हार, हम मांगते माँ चांदी का हार। हम तो भगत इतना मांगते, भूखा न कोई सोवे यहाँ। सबकी रखना निज रानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हे अन्न धन की महारानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। मन से जो माँ की पूजा करे, माँ उसकी सारी दुख रे हरे। मन से जो माँ की पूजा करे, माँ उसकी सारी दुख रे हरे। गिरती हवा की किस्मत तुम्हार, चरती करे और भरती करे। कोई देवी न दुख के दानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हे अन्न धन की महारानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। तुझे घर घर पूजे प्राणी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हम मांगते माँ सोना का हार, हम मांगते माँ चांदी का हार। हम मांगते माँ सोना का हार, हम मांगते माँ चांदी का हार। हम तो भगत इतना मांगते, दुखा न कोई सोवे यहाँ। सबकी रखना निज रानी ओ जय लक्ष्मी। हे अन्न धन की महारानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी, तुझे घर घर पूजे प्राणी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। मंदिर तिहारा चमचम करे, लाखों दियों की ज्योति भरे। मंदिर तिहारा चमचम करे, लाखों दियों की ज्योति भरे। भक्तों का माँ भंडार लगे, हाथों से धन की वर्षा करे। तेरे हम पे भी हो मेहरबानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हे अन्न धन की महारानी हो जय लक्ष्मी, तुझे घर घर पूजे प्राणी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। मन से जो माँ की पूजा करे, माँ उसकी सारी दुख रे हरे। मन से जो माँ की पूजा करे, माँ उसकी सारी दुख रे हरे। गिरती हवा की किस्मत तुम्हार, चलती परे और वर्षा कोई, कोई देवी न दुख से दानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हे अन्न धन की महारानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी, तुझे घर घर पूजे प्राणी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हे अन्न धन की महारानी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी, ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी, ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी। लक्ष्मी मैया उतारी तेरी आरती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। सबकी नैया दुखों से तू ही तारती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। लक्ष्मी मैया अन्न धन देने वाले तू ही जग को पाले। अन्न धन देने वाले तू ही जग को पाले। दया से तेरी हम सब जीवे, सबको तू संभाले। दया से तेरी हम सब जीवे, सबको तू संभाल। लक्ष्मी मैया उतारे तेरी आरती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। सबकी नैया दुखों से तू ही तारती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। लक्ष्मी मैया तेरी भक्ति जागी दिल में, निश दिन करते वंदन। तेरे भक्ति जागी दिल में, निश दिन करते वंदन। तू है शक्ति परमेश्वर की, का तो सबकी बंधन। तू है शक्ति परमेश्वर की, का तो सबकी बंधन। लक्ष्मी मैया उतारे तेरी आरती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। सबकी नैया दुखों से तू ही तारती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। प्रेम का दीप जला के मैया आरती तेरी उतारी। प्रेम का दीप जला के मैया आरती तेरी उतारी। हे जग ज्योति कष्ट निवारे, हर ले नाम अंधियारे। हे जग ज्योति कष्ट निवारे, हर ले नाम अंधियारे। लक्ष्मी मैया उतारे तेरी आरती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। सबकी नैया दुखों से तू ही तारती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। लक्ष्मी मैया शरण तिहारी आई मैया मंगल की रत गाए शरण तिहारी आई मैया मंगल की रत गाए हाथ जोड़ हम विनती करते चरणन शीश झुकाए हाथ जोड़ हम विनती करते चरणन शीश झुकाए लक्ष्मी मैया उतारे तेरी आरती बरसा दो माँ कृपा सबकी नैया दुखों से तू ही तारती बरसा दो माँ कृपा लक्ष्मी मैया अनधन देने वाले तू ही जग को पाले अनधन देने वाले तू ही जग को पाले हे जग ज्योति कष्ट निवारे हर ले नाम दिया रे हे जग ज्योति कष्ट निवारे हर ले नाम दिया रे लक्ष्मी मैया उतारे तेरी आरती बरसा दो माँ कृपा सबकी नैया दुखों से तू ही तारती बरसा दो माँ कृपा लक्ष्मी मैया तेरी भक्ति जागी दिल में निश दिन करते वंदन तेरी भक्ति जागी दिल में निश दिन करते वंदन तू है शक्ति परमेश्वर की पातो सबके बंधन तू है शक्ति परमेश्वर की कातो सबके बंधन लक्ष्मी मैया उतारी तेरी आरती बरसा दो माँ कृपा सबकी नैया दुखों से तू ही तारती बरसा दो माँ कृपा लक्ष्मी मैया प्रेम का दीप जला के मैया आरती तेरी उतारे प्रेम का दीप जला के मैया आरती तेरी उतारे तू है शक्ति परमेश्वर की का तो सबके बंधन तू है शक्ति परमेश्वर की का तो सबकी लक्ष्मी मैया उतारे तेरी आरती बरसा दो माँ कृपा सबकी मैया दुखों से तू ही तारती बरसा दो माँ कृपा लक्ष्मी मैया
प्रेम से बोले Mahalakshmi Mata ki jai. So this morning, brothers and sisters, we've come together in a very simple but hopefully very meaningful way as we lead off our worship and our puja during this period and during this most auspicious day of Diwali or Diwali as we would say. Many of us would have had the opportunity to engage ourselves in various programs. Unfortunately, I was not here to participate in some of them, indeed many of them. And we would have led up to this day where there were much celebration, much gaiety, and indeed much things to be rejoiceful about. But as I said, in the midst of all of this celebration, we must recall and we must reflect, and indeed we must reach out and assist those persons who are less fortunate than ourselves. We must always strive to become better persons. And that's one of the transformative aspects of celebrating Diwali that we are all reminded about very meaningfully tonight when we light that one diya, hopefully not the electronic kind, but the other kind, and we see that flame ignited. Let us remind ourselves of igniting that flame once more within us. As we nurture that flame that is buffeted against the wind and maybe even the rain, let us also fortify ourselves with the blessings of God, that we too, when buffeted through these trials of life, would be able to stand firm and would continue to stand as a beacon. And we pray for all of these wonderful things and wonderful blessings upon ourselves. If this morning in our puja we have made any mistakes, if there were any shortcomings, then we beg for forgiveness. I invite us all now to take flowers in our hand as we conclude in prayer. If you don't have a flower, that's fine. If no flowers are remaining, that's fine. You could just join your palms together. You could stay there. We join our palms together as we engage in pratna and in closing prayer. Hari Om. Pujari Bhai, I'll invite you. Hari Om. Shiva Hari, Shiva Ram Sake Prabhu, Trividita Panivarane Bhibhu, Ajjaneshwara Yadava Pahimam, Shiva Hari Vijayam Kuru Me Varam, Pratidinam Pushalam Jai Mangalam, Pratidinam Pushalam Jai Mangalam, Pratidinam Pushalam Jai Mangalam. Om Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu, Mangalam Garudadvaja, Mangalam Pundarikaksha, Mangalayatano Hari. We join together in one voice. Tvameva Mata, Cha Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhu, Cha Seka Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya, Dravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam, Mama Deva Deva. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Sureshwari, Yat Pujitam Maya Devi Paripurnam Tarastami, Avahanam Najanami Visarjanam, Pujan Chaiva Najanami Kshamitam Parameshwari. Om Dhyao Shanti Antariksha Hum Shanti, Pritavi Shanti, Apa Shanti, Oshadheya Shanti, Bhanaspatir Shanti, Vishwadeva Shanti, Brahma Shanti, Sarvum Shanti, Shantireva Shanti Sama, Shantiredhi, Sushantir Bhavatu. प्रेम से बोले श्री गणेश भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, आज शक्ति जगदम्बा देवी मैया की जय, श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, महालक्ष्मी माता की जय, श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय. To those around you, सबको जय जय सीताराम. Shubh Diwali, everyone. Just a couple things before you depart. One, reminder that tomorrow morning we will be having Govardhan Puja from 10 a.m. So please attend. Pandit Devendra will be leading us. You just need to bring flowers and some prasad to offer. That's it. And the puja will be performed. So you are invited to attend tomorrow from 10 a.m. On the 26th, that's not next Sunday, but the following Sunday, we will be observing Kartik, and we will be journeying to the Mayaro beach for Kartik and for performing puja. Thanks to Auntie Tara and to Rishma and family and others. Right, so those of you who need transport, please see Mr. Sinanan. That's what I was going to announce. You are being provided with transport at no cost. We have a very gracious donor who is borne the cost of the transport. So if you need transport to Mayaro, you have just see Mr. Gangadin so that we can give the names. Please be reminded as well that all of your samagri, try to take it with you when you're going. And your Hawan Kun, which should be well ablaze or almost completely burning by now, we invite you to take that back with you if possible today. If not possible, then tomorrow when you come for puja. Those are our major announcements. I would urge everyone, just one moment again, please. If you are able to, tonight when you are engaged in your celebration, please be mindful of the elderly, those who are ill, and of course, all of our pets and other animals, and desist from the use of fireworks. Let us follow the example of the NCIC, who set a wonderful example for us all and they did not have any fireworks on the closing night of Diwali Nagar. The first time they've done that, I think, ever. And we want to follow that similar example. If you feel the need, there are many people who are in need of that money that you can give to them for their well-being. Sitaram, everyone. Shubh Diwali. Yes, Sitaram.